All right, this is John Cola with okraw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. And today I'm here in beautiful Puerto Rico, actually at a resort overlooking the ocean right next to me with the waves. You guys probably hear the waves in the background. A little bit windy today, but for this episode, what I wanted to do for you guys is actually talk to you guys about tropical fruits, or what I like to say, the truth about tropical fruits, right? And you know, you guys could go down to the store and you guys could buy papaya. You guys could go down to the store and buy bananas. You guys could go down to the store and buy mango. You could go down to the store and buy pineapples, right? But let me tell you guys this, right? If you guys want to experience the best tropical fruits, you gotta go to the tropics, guys. Sorry, right? Pineapples that are picked early and then shipped to the United States, whether they're from Hawaii or Costa Rica or Mexico, they pick them far too early that they're not fully ripe, because if they pick them when they're fully ripe, right, on the shipment and on the way to, they will ferment, they will go bad, and they will taste horrible, and you will never like them, right? There's a big difference between ripe fruit and non-ripe fruit, right? Ripe pineapples have a low acidity. The more unripe it is, it's more acid. It could burn your tongue. It has more enzymatic activity, the bromelain enzymes that'll burn your tongue off. And same thing with papayas here. All these papayas here are locally grown here in Puerto Rico, picked at the perfect time. Once they start turning a little bit yellow, or actually hopefully mostly yellow, and if they're picked when they're at their peak ripeness, they're gonna have seeds inside, number one, to show you that they're mature. Instead of just being big, you open it up and there's no seeds. That means it's the fruit has been on the tree or the plant for the extended period of time, and basically packing more nutrients into the plant and also allowing the sugars to develop fully. You know, so many papayas I get in the States are just horrible tasting. The other thing that's really important to me are bananas, right? You guys know, if you guys watch my show, follow me a lot, I really don't talk well about bananas. Sorry, bananas. But that's because my talking is about the imported bananas. They are horrible. Oh my God, they're picked green, they're shipped, they're gassed. And you know, and even if you're buying organic, yes, organic bananas are also gassed, they're picked green, and they never develop the full flavor. Plus, the other thing that you guys don't realize about bananas, normally if you just go to the store and buy bananas, you get what's called the Cavendish banana. That's the banana that's mostly grown, picked too early. They don't have a whole lot of flavor, right? Here in Puerto Rico, I've had probably almost a dozen different varieties of bananas this trip alone, because every one you get, because I go to the farmer's market to buy them, it's a little bit different variety, and they taste amazing, a little bit all different. These are actually happen to be the apple bananas. And you know, generally bananas are harvested, the whole rack or the whole you know, bunch on the tree as they're sitting, until they start turning yellow. And when they turn yellow, then the rest of them start to ripen, and this is a slow ripening process with no ethylene gas to force ripening. And when this happens, the more flavors develop and also more nutrition develops. Flavors are nutrition, guys. I want you guys to link in your head, hey, the better something tastes, in general, the more nutrition it is for me. And I'm not just talking sugar. Sugar tastes good to us, but I want you guys to look for flavor complexities. These are the, you know, polyphenols and the different phenols and the different nutrients that are in the foods. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about today are the mangoes, right? These are locally grown mangoes that I harvested myself. Actually, these are tree drop mangoes, so these are even riper than ones that are picked off the tree or picked too early. I know you guys have done this as I have. In the States, we get mangoes that are imported, whether from Ecuador, Mexico, Chile, or wherever. And now they're importing mangoes from Asia and India, but those are being irradiated. Those are also very hard to find and also generally more expensive. But those mangoes are picked too early, then they have to be treated according to the USDA, because they may harbor, you know, bugs, fruit flies, and things that they don't want in the US. So they actually have to either irradiate your mangoes, which not too many companies are doing at this point, or they have to hot water dip them to make sure that they're not bringing foreign pests in the United States. When that's done, you know, some people say that cooks your mangoes. Well, I don't think it cooks your mangoes personally, but it does, for me, affect the flavor and, in my opinion, affect the ripening process. Especially if it's hot water dipped and it's picked too early. You could let this sit, it's gonna rot before it ripens. You could cut it open, it's gonna be like a nice, you know, yellow color instead of deep, rich orange color. And then, of course, the flavor is also never gonna fully develop. You know, it's these kind of fruits that I like to use if I have fruits that are not tasting good, to concentrate the nutrients in there. So I like to freeze dry them or I like to juice them to at least get some kind of flavor and get my money's worth out of the food that is no good. But even better than that, that's why I like to go on vacation, especially this time of year in the winter time when, you know, it's snowing in some places, super cold. You know, come on vacation, shop local farmers markets, shop at local, you know, I think we went to the Mayaguez, like produce, like market downtown. You know, some of this produce was actually purchased there. Some of this is actually off trees of farms that I visited, like this papaya here that I probably need to eat today or maybe tomorrow. You know, this is from the farmers market. These guys are black sapotes. And that's the other thing about traveling to tropical places. You will get to experience and try tropical fruits that you never have experienced before in your life. You know, I've eaten black sapotes before, but to get them, you know, ripe right from the farmer himself is amazing. And then the other fruits that I got, you know, in abundance this trip are the star apples, or also called kamito. I had green ones early in the week, and these are the purple ones. I prefer the purple ones because they have a nice purple antioxidant. They have an amazing, like, milky, like, tastes like an abu, but if you guys have never been to the tropics, you guys haven't had abu, so yeah. I mean, the best tropical fruits come to the tropics so they can be picked ripe and you guys could eat them right then and there. I think what I want to do for you guys next is actually, we're going to go ahead and try one of these apple bananas so I can tell you guys what these taste like. I'm gonna peel this guy. So again, this is an apple banana, special variety and properly ripened, slow ripened on the banana plant. So when I eat this apple banana, it tastes like apples, cream, and butter all at the same time. I'm not joking. I mean, if bananas tasted this good, you'd probably love them like I do when I'm in the tropics. So when I'm in the tropics, I definitely try to get my fill of bananas. But even then, you know, I try to rotate my fruits, you know, so I'd rather eat papayas instead of bananas. But then, you know, if I could get a good ripe pineapple, I'll eat that too. So what I want to do next for you guys, maybe clear some of this out, and we're going to go ahead and open this white pineapple for you guys. So this is a special variety. This is a white sugar pineapple. So it has lower acid and it's fully ripe. Now, the question is, how can you tell if a pineapple's fully ripe? Number one, you're gonna have good color. I know, you know, I've been to Dole Pineapple Factory in Hawaii, and they have a ripeness chart on their wall, and it says which one of these pineapples is ripe. And they have different shades of color from green to yellow, and it says they're all ripe. I'm like, no, they're not all ripe. Peak ripeness happens when it's like fully, pretty much yellow, just like this. And the other way that's even more important than just the color is it's a tad bit soft, gives it a little bit of gentle pressure. It's not super hard. If you're buying them to store in your fridge for later, then you want to get them harder, because if you get a pineapple that's soft, then it's gonna basically expire sooner. But the most important thing with pineapples is you smell it. I mean, we've had this in the car on the drive here, and it basically perfumes a whole car with a really pleasant pineapple odor. So let's go ahead and cut this open and show you guys what I'm eating today as my first meal of the day. All right, ripe pineapple grown here in Puerto Rico. This has a really nice, mellow pineapple flavor. I've definitely had sweeter pineapples. I taste no acid or no bromelain that's gonna be burning my tongue so that I can't enjoy my food later in the day. Super delicious. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I really just wanted to go over the tropical fruits, the best place to get tropical fruits. And I want to say this. Number one, I would encourage you guys to go to the tropics to eat your tropical fruits wherever it is. I love Puerto Rico. I love Hawaii. Puerto Rico is great because it is a territory of the United States, although I don't find as much variety generally here as if I went to Hawaii. But for some of you guys, it's It's actually even less expensive to get to Puerto Rico, you know, from the East Coast. My trip here this time was $300 round trip from Las Vegas on Spirit Airlines flying into Aguadilla Airport. So that's actually, you know, probably even maybe cheaper than flying to Hawaii for me. In addition, the people in Puerto Rico are really nice, and you know, I know you've heard about the hurricane here in Puerto Rico, but to me, it looks like they're fully recovered. Although some of the farms I visited, you know, anywhere from 20% to 40% of some of their, you know, more established fruit trees may have been devastated. But as you guys can see, there's still plenty of fruit here. You know, the news makes things out worse than they could be. I want you guys to support Puerto Rico whenever you're able, and come here as a tourist. You know, it's a wonderful place. This resort's amazing. And the other thing, if you guys can't come on vacation, can't get the time off, then there still is a way you can get better tropical fruits, but still not as good as being here, is if you order from Miami Fruit. So I'll put a link down below to some videos I made from Miami Fruit when they sent me actually black zapotes, which are similar quality to the ones here. I will say that not everything you get at Miami Fruit is going to be the same quality as here, you know, in the tropics, but a lot of it is significantly better than what you're going to get at the grocery store. But, you know, based on Miami Fruit prices, it'd be almost cheaper to go on vacation somewhere, you know, and be able to eat a lot more tropical fruit. Now, some tropical fruits you can take back with you to the States. So for example, this trip, you know, I might take back a few bananas, and I'm gonna also take back actually a whole bag full of cacao fruit. I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I gotta finish my pineapple, I'm super hungry. Then we gotta check out of this hotel, and we're gonna go and spend some time on the ocean today, kayaking or windsurfing. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hey, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below to be notified when my new and upcoming episodes I've coming out every 5 to 7 days on this YouTube channel. You never know where I'll show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Also, be sure to click the bell to get notified of my new videos. I want to give a special thanks out to Kailash, who has been in a previous episode or will be in a future episode, who provided the cool ukulele music live for you guys in this episode. And with that, my name is John Kohler with okraw.com. I'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keeping your fresh fruits and vegetables, especially those tropical ones here in Puerto Rico, they're always the best.